Unless you've been living under a rock, you know what this thing is. It's the craze sweeping the nation called fidget spinners. Last weekend, I was sent on a wild goose chase to multiple stores looking for this for my kids. They just had to have them. My generation had Tamagotchis and Beanie Babies, neither of which I cared for, by the way. This generation's weekly obsession is fidget spinners. We went to 3 different stores looking for this seemingly useless toy. Everywhere was sold out. We went home disappointed. That's when I started doing some research. I talked to my boys and I asked them why they wanted these things so badly. Their answer, as you would expect, was because everybody else has them. Well, of course. So without getting into a sociological rant with them and just ordering them on Amazon to make them happy, I came to a compromise with them. I asked them, what if we could design unique spinners that nobody else in the whole world could have? They looked at me with bright, wide eyes and they said, in SOLIDWORKS? You could really do that? Yeah. So out came the paper and pencil. We talked about bearings and weights and some other things that could be used as weights. Of course, a 5 and 8-year-old come up with some interesting designs, so I had to guide them to something balanced and feasible. 3 short iterations later, we had a design in mind. We decided that no one would have standard half-inch nuts as weights, and it would be a sort of an homage to our do-it-yourself spinner. Monday morning couldn't come fast enough, and their excitement wore off on me. I kicked off SOLIDWORKS and started sketching. I knew some of the dimensions I needed, like the overall diameter and where the lobes needed to be. I connected the circles with some arcs that looked decent, then power trimmed it all to get a single profile. I also grabbed an old pair of rollerblades and I took the bearings out of those for the middle, so I knew the diameter of that. I measured some half-inch steel nuts I had lying around, and using some sketch relations, made sure they all lined up the way I wanted. Since the nuts are fairly thick, I wanted to remove some material from the middle and make it more manageable for smaller hands. I used a surface fill with a held point to scoop out the middle with a cut with surface. For the last feature, some simple offset circles, convert entities, and more power trimming. Finally, I added fillets to smooth out the edges. This is where the Select Connected Faces pop-up came in handy. With only a handful of clicks, I was able to fillet my entire part. Once the design was done, it was off to the 3D printer. In our office, we have a MakerBot 5th generation. I modified it by running 220 volts to it to make it run faster, as you can see here. We originally printed them in black, but we found this cool translucent blue material. So as you can see, with about an hour of design time, $3 worth of materials, and about 4 hours of print time, I could give my kids something totally unique that everybody else has. Thanks for watching, and please leave your comments below.